Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shishma Sarila, consulting homeopath at Fidelis Homeopathy. Now coming into the benefits which are related to hysterectomy, especially in relation to fibroids. The first and foremost one is like if you're removing the uterus itself, so it can be a permanent solution so that your fibroids will never occur again. Second thing, there is relief from the existing symptoms, there is improved quality of life, and there is no more period at all for you to suffer from fibroids. So these are some of the benefits of hysterectomy. So now let us discuss about the risks after performing the hysterectomy. So the risk can be divided into two parts. One is general surgical risk, that is risks that are occurring because of surgery. Second one, this risks that are occurring because of removal of the uterus, that is hysterectomy. The primary one that we are going to discuss is general surgical risk. Primary one is infection. So if you're someone who is undergoing a surgery, you might be knowing that the bacteria are all over in the air and on the body. No matter how much you sterilize it, you will still be finding them. So if you're prone to infections, if your blood count is not good, then they will be giving you, you will have a hard time recovering. And also after the surgery is performed, they will surely give you antibiotics so that you don't get infection. But antibiotics should be taken along with proton pump inhibitors so that you do not have gastritis symptoms. So antibiotics along with proton pump inhibitors, you will have problem in absorption and also problem where the gut bacteria is being destroyed. When the gut bacteria are destroyed, you can occur or land into gastrointestinal diseases. And also there is disruption. Whenever there is disruption in the gut bacteria, it can relate to your hormonal imbalance also. So hormonal imbalance not only has an effect on your female reproductive organs, it has an effect on the overall body. Whenever there is hormonal imbalance, especially whenever there is hysterectomy done, there can be risk for you to get an heart attack. Women are usually less prone, especially reproductive women are less prone for heart attacks. But after hysterectomy, you can be equal to a man after performing hysterectomy. That is something that you have to remember. And also if you're having any sort of bleeding disorders, or if you're having improper clotting, that can lead into a prolonged bleeding. And also if the surgery is not performed properly, it can lead into damage in surrounding tissues, which can lead into bleeding, which can lead into a lot of blood loss. And a lot of blood loss can cause the person to go into certain kind of conditions where they need blood transfusion again. So this is something that you have to remember. Apart from that, if the blood clots are not dissolved in the body, usually smaller blood clots are dissolved in the body, but if they are not dissolved properly because of your health condition, then that can cause embolism. Where they are traveling throughout the body, they can get stuck in the capillaries, and wherever they are getting stuck, that whole organ can become deficit of oxygen and nutrition and blood, leading into putrefaction, leading into infection, leading into removal of that organ. It can become heart attack, it can become brain stroke, leading into paralysis. And the fourth one being anesthesia complaints. If the anesthesia dosage is not proper, it can be very harmful for the body. And also anesthesia, if given in lumbar region, it can lead into, in a long term ratio, if you see, it can give you lumbar spondylosis, as frequent lumbar punctures, or if you are having hysterectomy done, your absorption capability of calcium will decrease, which can lead into osteoporosis, which can lead in turn into lumbar spondylosis, or even lumbar pain as such after lumbar puncture is usually seen. Damage to nerves and organs nearby, if the surgery is not performed properly, is also one of the risk factor. Apart from that, scarring. If you're someone who is prone to hypertrophic scars or keloids, then that can also be a risk factor for surgery. Now coming into the risk factors which are associated with removal of this uterus. The first and foremost one is if there is removal of the uterus along with oophorectomy, that is removal of the ovaries also, you will have sudden menopausal symptoms or complete sudden menopausal symptoms, where you will be experiencing hot flushes, you will be experiencing hormonal changes, where you can get acne, you can have hair fall, you can become really obese after hysterectomy is done, and also you can be prone to heart diseases. Apart from that, your calcium absorbing capability can also decrease, leading into osteoporotic conditions, and even slight disorientation in walking or a slight sprain can also be very harmful on you, where it can cause hairline fractures. So these are some of the disadvantages of getting hysterectomy. If you are getting it along with oophorectomy, then the symptoms will be all of a sudden, and it can raise or it can prognosis really bad. The menopausal symptoms can be really bad in some people. But if it is only total hysterectomy, you will be suffering from all of this in a slower pace, but you will be suffering from all of these menopausal symptoms because the body is not ready for it. And second thing is infertility issue. Of course, if you are someone who doesn't want kids, only will go for hysterectomy, right? So infertility might not be an issue in hysterectomy because people usually choose hysterectomy if they do not want to have any more children. Third one is vaginal problems. This is something that you have to take care of because after hysterectomy, vagina tends to become very dry, and many people after hysterectomy find it hard to attain orgasm. So this is one of the problems. Apart from that, psychological effects. People who get their hysterectomy done do suffer from hormonal imbalance, which can relate to their abnormal mood swings. You become depressed. You're depressed suddenly, and then you're active suddenly, and then you feel like crying suddenly, you feel like shouting suddenly, you're very angry sometimes, you are very low sometimes, you feel lazy throughout the day, sleepy throughout the day, and at night you don't feel like sleeping, you have this insomnia condition developing. All of these conditions are some of the risk factors for hysterectomy. Apart from that, you might be suffering from long-term health issues, as I've already told you. Lumbar spondylitis, it can be calcium absorption problems leading to osteoporosis and hairline fractures. It can be your sensitivity or increased risk for heart diseases, and also if the blood clots are not dissolved, increased risk for heart attacks or strokes can be seen. Myofascial pain and also wound healing can be a problem after hysterectomy. So these are some of the risk factors associated. See, here we are only discussing about hysterectomy in relation to fibroids. Fibroids is not much big of a problem. It is treatable in nature, but in other forms of treatment, like in homeopathy. So if you want to, think about a treatment, we usually think about the pros and cons of the treatment, right? But here the benefits are very less, but the risk factors are really more. Then we should be opting for a treatment which will give us more benefits for this thing. Someone who's suffering from fibroids or adenomyosis or endometriosis, dysmenorrhea, polycystic ovaries or ovarian cysts, or any female reproductive organ diseases, remember that Fericus homeopathy is the answer. Here we have two types of consultations. If you're someone who's staying very near the nearest branch of Fericus, you can come and contact us in person and take doctor consultation. If you're someone who's staying very far away from us, you can take online consultation. In online consultation, we have audio consultation option as well as video consultation option here. And after the doctor consultation, if you need any sort of investigations, we will be asking you, and if you already have done the investigations, you can share it with us. After taking your case and after evaluating your investigations, especially for online clients, we will be delivering you our medicines to your doorstep. If you're staying in India, it can take 3 to 4 business days. If you're staying in USA, it can take 3 to 5 business days. Anywhere else across the globe, it can take 4 to 8 business days for our medicines to reach your doorstep. If you would like to get in touch with us, you can call us on this number, WhatsApp us, ping us a message. If you want to know more about Fericus homeopathy, you can check our website www.fericus.com. If you're someone who's suffering from fibroids, endometriosis, adenomyosis, dysmenorrhea, ovarian cyst or polycystic ovaries, or any other female reproductive organ diseases like even infertility, why should you choose Fericus homeopathy? Fericus homeopathy stands for highest chance of health. Here we strictly follow 3 principles. First one is our highest success rate. We are having good success rate in already treating all of these female reproductive organ diseases. Second is a transparent treatment. There is no gray area between the patient and the doctor. Here we will be discussing you in detail about your prognosis. And the third one is personal care. Personal care here at Fericus is top notch because we will be answering you and educating you on all your queries. If you want to choose health, if you want to choose cure for your diseases, choose Fericus homeopathy. Thank you.